Namaste, welcome to Namaste Poon. In today's episode, we're talking about the hot topic for maritime industry in Singapore, which is the recent oil spill incident between two vessels, which caused quite a bit of the oil to get into the waters surrounding the southern side of Singapore. Now, a lot of boat owners are concerned, so this video is created more for the boat owners, the boat charter business owners, the jet ski people, people who the marina people, people who have assets that is one way or another affected by this incident. For example, sea sports centers, fishing farms, kelongs, so this video is about to cater to all of y'all, right, who are actually belonging to one way or another in this segment, or maybe your boat is moored somewhere in the sea, right, and you're also concerned about this. So the common question that comes out is because first of all, we are all mostly small business owners or individuals, and we may be not so well versed with such incident, and all these incidents don't happen all the time, right? It's something that's very new, so it's very new for a lot of us. And in this video, I will be sharing what are the things that you can look out for in terms of your claims, what you can try to claim for, and also to spread the awareness, that the claims that you are claiming for might also have a few more things that you might have missed out, that you can actually look into as well. So this is a community sharing video. So let me just go a little bit on my own background, so to also let you know why I'm doing this, and why the whole point behind this. So basically, for myself, I'm a boat owner. I have been owning my own boat for the past 3 years. I DIY'd everything on my boat because I bought a second-hand boat and it was pretty much a lemon, and I managed to get it working today. Of course, that is the 3 long years of DIY and understanding every single wire and understanding every single part in the boat. So today I have more or less gained quite a good expertise in terms of understanding every single component that there is to a boat. That combined with my real world experience in terms of running a property management, asset management, hospitality business called Butler. Day to day, we do defect checks in properties, and we actually submit those and rectify those issues as well. So how this idea came about, I'm in a boating community, and one of the boating community leaders actually shared this idea that there's so many individual boat owners that may not know how to go about this, and they may not have the knowledge or even the understanding on, okay, yeah, let's file a claim, before we actually do anything to it. And it's very true. Today I was in one of the marinas. One of the boat owners has really started fixing his boat, but ended up because of the oil slick, the hull become yellow color. But he can't, but he hasn't filed any claims, and he has went ahead and tried to fix his own boat, and in the end, it caused more damage to him, and probably he's at a loss right now. So the idea here is that it's more like sharing all these things. So I'm also actually offering a free damage assessment and also impact assessment survey for all the boat owners, and whether you are a boat or jet ski or charter business or sea rental or fishing farm, and you're affected by the oil slick, I'm happy to learn the experience. So I'm offering this service to complimentarily to help document all this process and also help with the filing. And also in the event, if in the future it does win the case, then I'll incur a small fee on it. But the idea here is that it's not about the money, it's more like just really going through this iteration. And since I'm going through one iteration, I'll be more than happy to go through 30-50 iterations, since it's more or less going through that and learning the experience. So that's my own personal goal and my own personal aspiration on why I take up this and why I take up this offer, and also why I'm actually offering it to boat owners in Singapore who probably don't want to do the paperwork, or they might just want to just get someone else to do it, and I'm the happy guy that comes and do it for free. So that's the overall idea. So let's get started. I've had the opportunity to actually visit a couple of boats in a couple of marinas so far, and as a boat owner, whether you are a charter boat or whether you are a individual boat owner, SZ or SZH, or maybe you are a jet ski owner, or maybe your boat is on an air berth or on a platform, or your jet ski is on a platform or in the water, let me just outline these things that you can look at that I have personally went on site, and I have also found that it has been damaged. First of all, the oil slick surrounding your boat may have caught onto the hull of the boat. So if your hull is being stained with the oil slick, do take pictures of it, right? Document it down, take pictures, take video, and also take note if your hull has anti-fouling. That is also one claim item that you should also put inside. Full disclaimer, this video is not about teaching you how to claim things, right? That's not the point as well, right? The video is just sharing some of the things that, as a boat owner myself, right, I would know that will probably have some damage, and that will probably have some impact, and filing that is just one way to, you know, really get yourself covered so that you don't actually miss out anything. Not financial advice, not consultant advice. It's just something that, you know, as a boat owner, this is something that I'll look out for. So do your own research. So how, that's first thing. Second is the anti-fouling. These are all pretty straightforward. Third thing I noticed is the fenders. So do count the number of fenders that got stained on your boat as well. Fourth, swimming platform. So at the stern of your boat, right, check the swimming platform whether it is stained at the bottom of it. You probably require professional cleaning to get it off as well. So that's item number 4. So we have got hull, anti-fouling, fenders, your swimming platform. Next is your trim tabs. Okay, so trim tabs are under the water. So if your hull is stained by it, most likely your trim tab will also have some stain on it. Okay, so that one you also remember to put it in. And then on top of that, you have got your propellers as well. So if you are if you are on a stern drive, then you have to take note of your Bravo tree, and also your stern drives, and we'll go into a little bit more detail over there. So stern drive is one thing, your propellers as well, right? Just take note about it, put it down. So if you're on a shaft drive, of course, your stick and also your propeller, right? Those probably you can also put it down. If you have underwater camera, great. If you don't have underwater camera, I think you can just put it down. It's pretty straightforward as well. Cleaning it, I don't think it's very difficult, but you know, you can always get a professional vendor to come and clean down so that you don't have to do it yourself. So those are the exterior side and also under the water side of the boat that may be exposed and affected by this oil slick. Now, also for boat owners and for crafts, look into your engine as well. So if you have ran your engine, or you have ran your so there's 3 things that you have to look at, right? Running of the engine, running of the generator, and running of the AC. All 3 of these have water intake. Okay, and if your boat is a stern drive, right, with your out drive at the back, and you may have a water intake through your stern drive, right, instead of the hull water intake, your intake is through the stern, then that's another component that you have to look at as well. So there's total of 4 things, right? Your engine, your generator, your AC, your aircon, right? And also if you are on a stern drive, your stern drive water intake. Okay, now what do you need to look for? So if you have run the stern drive, the AC, the generator, and the engine, any one of these point, it's possible to suspect that the oil slick has gotten into the cooling system of one of these components, whereby the hull intake or the stern drive intake, mostly hull intake, right? They suck in the water. It will impact your impellers. That's number one, right? So, or maybe we go before that, right? First of all is your filters, okay? So your strainer, your filter, if you have a paper filter, right? Then maybe it may be damaged by that. So that's the first thing you look at, and that's the item that you can look at as well, is the servicing of the cooling system, right? And then followed by your strainer, and after that your filters, and also your impellers, right? So if oil slick get into your impellers, that's gonna degrade the rubber over there. So these are all very technical jargons, but just highlighting, that all these things, if you do run it, then there is things that you need to know, that by running oil through these kind of things, which is intended for water, it may have affected it in to a certain extent. So just take it not as advice, but just sharing how it works. So if you want to get those system cleaned off, there is work over there. So that's going to cost money as well. So your exterior, which is all the hull and everything, your trim tabs, everything, and then also your interior, which is the 4 key components that have intake cooling systems, seawater cooling systems, so to speak. You need to know the components that these seawater and oil slick may have gone through, and you may require a touch up over there as well. So next thing, if your boat is on an air berth or on a platform, jet ski for example, you're on a platform, you can look at getting those cleaned off as well. The good news is that if you're on an air berth and a platform, the damage is not that much, so it's a very straight process. Now if that is it, but feel free to contact me if you need more information. For charter businesses, right, on top of your boats, whether it's a monohull, a catamaran, or so on and so forth, you need to also take note of the loss of revenue, okay? The loss of revenue, the manpower that you have been running, the costs, the expenses as well, do have those handy. And then you can also potentially look at your berthing fees, right? So I understand that some of the marinas are still locked down, so for this number of days that is locked down, those are potentially items that you can put in as well. And then also the depreciation of your boat, over a number of days or months. I mean, you can do up a number on that to calculate. And then also, not just on, okay, the marina is shut, and because of that, that's the number of days that I count. It's actually not like this. I think it's really about the oil spill and how long and how extensive it is, correct? So if the oil spill is very long and extensive, then if you're not gonna run your engine because of concern of this oil spill, I think that is also one of the things that you can look at as well, in terms of putting the claim in. Whether win or not, that's a whole different matter, right? But then the idea here is that at least you are knowledgeable, and that you put that in to the process, and feed it through the process, so to speak. And then of course that goes the same for boat owners as well. So to just reiterate, for boats, your boat berthing fees for the X and Y number of days, right? Your boat costs, expenditures, what X and Y number of days, and also the labor that you may have incurred to touch up. Those are all the things that you can go in. Of course, the parameter can expand until very very much, but I'm just giving some of the ideas. And most importantly, also to reiterate this point is that I think it's very important for you to document down all the things, all the so-called damages, before you actually go and fix them. Because if you don't document them and you actually don't have a claim for this, or you didn't send it for processing, and then you start fixing the things, then if you can fix it, good lah. But if you cannot fix it, then I think people are gonna say that why didn't you go through the process before you do it yourself, and because you do it yourself now you're on your own. Which fact on matter is that a couple of the boats in the marina are actually doing it themselves, and one of the hulls got tinted yellow, but because he did it himself and presumably he didn't go through the process, he may or may not have a case, you see. So take note about it. Now let's go into sea sports centers and also fish farms. So, or if you same thing, right? You may be running a SME or small business, and you may not have the necessary know-hows on how to go about this case, or what to file and what to claim. Just like how the boats that I just previously mentioned, boats and jet skis and charters, there's actually, if you look at this expanding the list, right? Actually, there's a lot of things that may be incidental or may be part of the thing. But I think to be wholesome is better to miss out one or two things and later on you missed out the process. So that's where my opportunity to have the experience to see through so many iterations allows me to actually gain this standardization of all these parameters that I think can be quantified and will make it better for the individuals who may not be so well versed with it, because this is a rare event, right? This doesn't happen every day. So for sea sports centers, I watched in the news as well, the business is affected because customers are cancelling the service and the bookings without actually it's something that is caused by this. Maybe your beach side don't really have oil spill, but because of this, the psychological or the mental impact of it, causing customers to cancel, which is a true thing. I mean, people are canceling charters and people are canceling boat trips, or even sea activities because it may not be at Sembawang Beach, for example, but people might just avoid going to Sembawang Beach, and that is also an impact, correct? So the impact assessment can be quantified to a certain extent, and I think if you are a sea sports center, this is something that is legitimately happening, which from the news we see how the business has been affected, and I think all those should be quantified as well. It should be quantified and put it in to see what can be done. Now, if it's a fishing, kelong and all these things, of course there's also impact over there. So same thing, right? It really evolves more of what is the visible damage and what is the invisible damage, correct? And for this, I think it's good that if there is any visible oil slicks, then please document those down, right? And if there's any invisible concerns, then I think you can look for a professional, right? Or maybe just drop me a DM and I'll be more than happy to also go down, and take pictures here and there, and do the filing and also explore, what are the potentials over there as well. So I think these are the few things that I can share at this point in time. Likewise, I hope that this information is useful and y'all can feel free to go and share around. More importantly, end of the day is about the awareness of what can be claimed. Whether it's claimable or not, that's a whole different thing, right? But the idea here is that at least be aware of it so that you can go and do a proper assessment. And maybe I'm missing out a few things here and there as well. But more importantly is, at least I hope this video gets you thinking on a few more things that you may not have thought of previously. And given that this is a rare occurrence and this is something that not a lot of us, especially individual boat owners, private boat owners, or SMEs, would have the necessary resource and the necessary access to all this information. I hope the content is helpful. And also, likewise, just putting the word out that for this, I'm also offering the free assessment service. So it's there to help me build experience, and I'm more than happy to take on this. And it's also, I think, that consistency of having more and more standardization in terms of parameters would allow us to, in the event of the next time, touch wood, if this happens again, we would actually have the knowledge and the standards that will allow us to get to work right away, instead of being the poor guy that basically started fixing his boat and then end up he wanted to polish it back into white color fiberglass, but because of the oil slick it became yellow color, right? And I think that is a very sad thing. So the thing here is that if this there is more awareness on this and more ideas and communication and standards to go about this process, at least just like in a chain car collision, right? People will have understanding that, oh yeah, okay, this is what I do, this is what I do, this is what I do, and then instead of everyone being stuck at the middle of the highway for the next 1 or 2 days, or next 1 month, everyone can move on. But more importantly is that at least the documenting process is done. The awareness of what to document is also done. It's very easy to take a photo of things, but like I mentioned, the inside the engines, right, the impellers that is being affected, or your generators, or your AC that you have run it through, and it has taken in contaminated water in this case. Those are things that you need to take note as well. And I think for a lot of individual boat owners, they may not be so aware of all these things. So this is the video that I created to share on this. I hope it's helpful, and feel free to drop me a DM or reach out to me at hello@getballer.com. I'll put it inside the description box as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Thank you.